Well, hello everybody. It's the 1st of May today. Oh my, everybody, it's the 1st of May. The day after my birthday, where I have turned 21 yet again. But I think I'll give you a little look about before I do so, as I am having a salad this evening and I want to see if there's any more radish left. So let's go. Let's go and have a look. Oh la la. Oh, cheeky boy. Cheeky boy. And let's see what we've got. Right, where are we? In this pot here, we have, let me see, it's a mixture of pumpkins and squashes. We've had a few failed germinations this year. These three were not coming up at all for about a fortnight, and all of a sudden they went kaboom after I have sown some more. Or maybe that's the first lot and that's the second lot. But just to show you what they are, because I've no idea what's going to come out, there's a mixture of these little squashes and pumpkins, etc, etc. Now, I've also sown 2 or 3 of these, and I've only had one that's came up, but one's enough. And that is, if I turn you slowly round, and I finally popped it in the ground today, and I've just written that it is a big orange one with warts. I've actually cut a small water bottle and put it in beside it at the roots, and that's where I'm going to be watering from when it's grown. Along the side the lettuces are coming on fine. I will nip wee bits of that out for tonight's dinner. Those radishes there are not ready. Same again with the bad germination. We had 3 seeds of round courgettes and only one of them came up, but by God, seems like a cracker. And we've got tiny wee courgettes coming on. That's why I've planted both of them out today, because they're just taking off. And that leaves the rest of the bed for some of the other ones. This is my other cold frame and I've just got it airing. I'll put it up here at the side. I don't know what I'm going to be putting in there. Excuse you, Hannibal. It's a wee quick look over in Naya's plot. And my one lowly pear. But one pear is better than no pears. My Espali is looking quite smart, I think. It's coming on well. Okay, back to the first cold frame. Right, lots and lots and lots to get potted on. This is the tray, guys, that I'd sown for hashtag next sunflower challenge. I can't remember, I don't even know if it's been a week. But the radish rosa, the big long ones that look like carrots, they're coming up. We have some Cosmos Sensation coming up. Nothing from the large red as yet sunflowers, and nothing yet on the yellow sun. But if you can see right in this corner here, we have got the first firecracker sunflower coming up there, so that hasn't taken long at all. Moving at the back, pure germination again. one coreopsis, just a couple of snapdragons. One saved seed from last year has come up. It's a lemon petunia, and that is a load of zinnias. Some have been eaten, as you can see here, but that is more than enough to do me, and I've already sown some direct inside the ground. Here we have saved seed from last year, which is the jack of all trades. Pumpkins, they'll need potted on as soon as possible today, so there's 4 in there, and that's also the second sown. What else have we got down here? Let me have a wee look what we got down here. This is a second sown as well, because only one plant came and I wasn't sure if it was going to survive, but it's absolutely enormous. So I had sown again, and as you can see we've got 2 here. Over here in the corner is watermelon. We have 4 of them. One has already been potted on, and these 3 here. Yeah. These were sown this morning. That's another variety of Cosmos called Magic. And here is purple basil and another courgette that was sown later on. A muscard pumpkin, which has been in there for about 10-12 days and still nothing coming through the soil at all. One thing that was really bad this year was the extra large sweet corn. That was the only name. I bought them here and it was the only name that was on them was extra large sweet corn, and there was 4 in each one of them in 4 tubs, and we've got what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Nothing still at the back, so I've sown some more about 4 days ago, and some purple basil that was sown in there yesterday. I have got a pile of Marmon tomatoes, and there's quite a few of them that need to get potted on. The ones there are alright at the minute. What we've got in here, Marketeer cucumbers. We only had the one, so I'd sown again, and as you can see, 1 out of another 3 that's sown has come up. I don't know what's the matter this year with germination, but there we go. And as I've already shown you, these will need, I think these ones here will be okay in that pot for the minute, and these 4 here will definitely need potted on. Now, per normal, I have no idea where I'm going to put everything, but we will find a spot. If we don't find a spot, we'll find a pot. I'm a pot and I didn't know it. So there we go. Let's go back into the courtyard and I'll show you what I've got on the table. Right, these have already been potted on. Some of them are 1 to a pot and some are 2 to a pot, and they're coming on well. And these are Daniel's. Daniel wanted to grow something. I said that one of the easiest things was tomatoes. So that's from a shop bought large red tomato. You cut a slice, put in a pot. We've got loads and loads and loads and loads of seeds, and then we've been potted on and in here. This is our Brunswick red onions, which I think I'll be putting out shortly. That's just a selection of flowers, mums, geraniums. This one I picked up down the town, but it's like coming to the end. But that's alright, because I want to try and save the seeds for next year for this. And my petunias are coming up. Sorry about the shadow, everybody. Coriander's just starting to pop up. Some Latvia lettuce is starting to come up, and here is red kitten spinach. Very nice indeed. Have a wee nibble of that. Down here we have some celery called La Coupe, and I've put some kumquat seeds in there. Whether they come to anything I don't know, but they're in. All my flowers. Courtyard's filling out very, very nice indeed. And we have hundreds of bunches of little grapes all over the plant this year, which is smashing. And our lilies will be ready for opening any day. Right, into the plastic greenhouse. I put one of my tomato canes up, took the shelves off, those 3, and that's the potato bag I was showing you the other day. I was going to put something in, and I've actually put a Marketeer cucumber in there. If you have noticed when I was telling you about the bad germination, some of them's come up, some of them's failed to come up, and the odd 1 or 2 have just went absolutely doolally. So I'm going to try that, growing it in here, up and in that bag. What we got here, we have beetroot. They were put in mid-March, and these are beetroot saltist, and as you can see, there's not all of them come up either, but there should be enough for us just now. That's some more spinach in there, and that's our leeks. My leeks bleu de soleils. You can see I've got quite a few of these pots. I think I need to stick that in some water. But that's some purple sprouting broccoli, and they'll definitely need potted on soon. We have some dill, and that is definitely needing to be potted on. Up the back, that was a plug plant I bought when I bought some flowers. It's a Rose de Bear tomato, and as you can see, within a fortnight we have got little flowers ready for coming. So I think I'm going to actually grow that inside here. And I bought a couple of cheap flower plants that was going. I actually bought a sweet potato plant as well. So we'll see how the sweet potato plant goes, and the Rose de Bear. cayenne chilies, looking not too bad. More tomatoes, what we got in here? Here I think we've got all year round cauliflowers. I've got about 4 or 5 Savoy cabbages, so they'll need to be getting in the ground I think shortly portly. What have we got in the back? More cucumbers at Market More, and they were done about a fortnight ago and still no sign either. For some reason I have no idea. Padron de Pigment chilies. Now I've sown some Tumbling Tom's tomatoes, and can I find the tag? No I can't. Right, so it's either this wee pot here or this pot at the back. Now I know one of the pots is excess tomatoes from Daniel's cutting, but the other pot is definitely Tumbling Tom, and do I know what ones are which? I do not know at all. So I'm going to have a think about how many to pot up or plant out, as I'm not wanting too many of the big ones because I'll have absolutely nowhere to put them all. And in here is just the tail end of my Monge 2 that I had, and as you can see this is where I did grow the Marmont tomatoes, and there's 2 or 3 popping up weeks after they were taken out. Rainbow Aztec chili, they came from Papa Rab, and they never came to anything at all. And down here, as I showed you the other day, we still have Sapple Miro true potato seeds popping up. Spaghetti squash came to nothing. Right, over on this side, a great big huge disappointment was Steve Dingo had sent me borlotti beans for growing last season, and they done absolutely fantastic. So I saved some for the kitchen and I saved some for planting out. And I had planted out this and a tub somewhere. There we go. And they were well over a fortnight ago, and they have came to hee-haw. Lucky enough I still have some in a jar in the kitchen, so whether to re-sow I don't know. I'll need to think about that as in space. Red pear tomatoes are here. This is my green beans. When were they sown? Let me see when they were sown. Green beans Victor, they were sown in mid-March, and I direct sown some of them about 5 days ago, and almost every single one of them has come up in the garden. There we go. We'll see if we've got any. I only need a couple. One looks as if it's ready for bolting here at the back. I don't see nothing underneath. There we go, I've got a big one here. Up to red and white one. Another 2 if we got them. What was the piece? Right. Those ones over there seem to be all leaf, and no, there's one there. So we've got the red and white variety here, if you remember guys, and the pure red round ones. So there we are. That's for my nice salad tonight, and I've got some rocket that's ready for bolting, so I'll be lifting some of that. Oh, look at that, I've got 3. I've got 3. There we go. What do you think of that? There you go guys, nothing wrong with that. Okay guys, so this is the wee garden next to Chez Clarice, and as you can see we've got strawberries, and they're coming up everywhere. This is a dahlia we've got in here, we've got a dahlia there. This is a wee pot of dwarf yellow beans, like your French beans except yellow. I think I'm going to just grow them on in that wee pot. That's some lettuce I think I'm going to put in the shed. That here is our mushy peas. They've been in there for weeks, and now they're taking off for a wee bit of sunshine. So that's me guys, until the next video, au revoir, Toodle Pip, and bye-byes.